the competition along with Collingwood, and many were viewing this clash as a grand final preview, and how right they turned out to be. Almost 29,000 fans had packed into Princes Park, known now as Optus Oval, and saw the home team lead by 4 points at the first change and extend this lead to 11 points at the main break. We pick up play early in the third term. It's the Blues by 24 points. That's 4 goals in my language.
Burke is kicking out in the McKellar direction. It's not a good kick. McKellar will take it. Out it goes to Darryl Cumming. Cumming then downfield looking for Sproul. Well played play. Clay back at centre half forward. Michael Green as yet has not had a run on the ball. It's going in his direction. Vin waits with him too. Green almost took a good one. Picked up by Lamb and lost. Once again it's Southby. Southby downfield where it's going to be Byrne and Clay. Byrne wins it. Out to Jackson. Jackson's got a ton of time. Off he goes. Dodges shooting easily. Steadies and sends a long one down. Peter Jones comes out and marks it. And look at Pete. He's very happy with himself. Well, good football, Byrne. Over to Jackson. And Peter Jones takes the mark, and there's no doubt that Roberts cannot rest in that back pocket. He simply hasn't got the speed. Jones, 25 metres out, 1 goal.
That gives the Blues a big lead, 5 goals ahead, 10-12 to Richmond 5-12. And Richmond in this quarter have only added, 1-2 for the quarter. On the other hand, Carlton have rattled on 4-3, and we're at the 20-minute mark. So Carlton are in the box seat at the moment, and Big John Nichols just storming around the centre, talking to Mackay, and he's in the ruck with him at the moment. There's Big John directing his players, and he's been the architect right throughout, I think, particularly up forward. Played a big part in Carlton's lead at this point of time. The ball comes down at a little Bartlett. Bartlett under pressure, loses it. Walsh comes clear with it. Walsh's kick off the side of the boot a little bit. Coming to it is McKellar. Tried to punch the ball away, missed it altogether. It left it to Francis Burke, who is speared towards the fence in the back and will take the free kick. And my word, he could have hit his head there.
Oh, Ken, I was petrified. I thought he was going right in neck first.
But Carlton are winning the ball away from the centre now. Their rucks and getting on top. And here's a shocking kick by Francis Burke. It's out on the full. Oh, what? Heavens, I thought it was. The mark is going Cummings' way. I got the impression that it was out, but the boundary umpire didn't. I suppose he's in the best position to see, but the kick by Cummings is a bad one, and the mark taken here by Austin of Carlton. And Austin will swing Carlton into attack again. This kick, a low penetrating one too. Francis Burke goes for it, claims the mark, not allowed. Here's Armstrong coming through, gets the ball to young Ashman, who has a left foot shot, and Carlton score once again. Right on top of Richmond. They're running hot, the Blues, at the moment. 10-13 to Richmond 5-12. 73 points to 42 at the 21.5-minute mark of the third quarter. And Richmond don't seem to have the answer anywhere.
They certainly don't. Here comes Burke, and he kicked out looking for Morris. John Nichols is with him. He'll go the punch and does it as usual. Out wide it goes. A chance now for Richmond through Stewart. Armstrong with him, beats him. A long hand pass to Crane is great football, Armstrong. Crane's a bit slow on it, and he goes down, is picked up by Stewart. Stewart then boots back into open territory, and there seems to be a lot of Carlton players around that area. In comes Pennell. Pennell across to Keogh. Keogh's got wonderful pace. He boots it across towards Stewart. A tumbling leap is unsuccessful. Play goes on as Keane hits it out straight to Jackson. Jackson's got the chance to kick to the 10-yard square. Peter Jones and McKellar. McKellar goes the punch as usual, and McKellar's done some foolish, impetuous punching when he could have taken a mark. He's looking for one. He's pointing to Peter Jones and saying, "I'll get you, son."
Yeah,
he took one across the face. In comes Jones and Roberts. Picked up by Bartlett. Bartlett out wide, underneath it Keane, and Keane takes the mark. Yes, McKellar and Jones having a little argument behind the play as Keane boots it down to centre wing position. Pennell punches away from Sheedy. Sheedy free kick. He's a great propper for the free kick as Kevin Sheedy. Very clever. Out towards McMillan. Or is it Wood? Wood it is. They're both snowy headers. Here comes Big John, and down goes Dick Clay. In comes Wood again. Wood shoots for goal, but it's off direction. One behind. And that's one of the very few times that Carlton have penetrated forward in this third term.
One thing is very apparent, Doug, that the Richmond forward line is taking the lifeblood out of the rest of their team. They're working hard on it, but they're not capitalising up forward at all. They're finding this Carlton defence too good, particularly Southby. He's been brilliant. Another magnificent kick to the centre of the ground. It's a magnificent mark taken by Stewart. What a great player he's been. He's had about 20 kicks for the day, and his disposal is always so good. This is going high in the air to Michael Green, but once again it is the Carlton defence winning out, and this time in the person of Ben Waite as a Richmond player is bundled down. Sheedy it was who went down from a Carlton player. They're not too happy with one another. Pennell and Sheedy exchanging one or two words, hardly friendly, I should imagine. And umpire Coates is coming in to talk to both. The result is Ben Waite is indicating that Michael Green's over the mark, but umpire Coates doesn't think so. But here's Waite now with a penetrating kick, a long one to the centre of the ground. Mackay went high too early there. In comes Wood. Wood is slung heavily. Play-ons at the umpire as Wood battling hard, comes clear of the ball, gets it to little Bartlett. Bartlett battling hard, has a left foot shot at goal. It was a great attempt, but just offline. And Richmond can't do anything up forward at all. They can't do anything right. When they do shoot for goal, they're off target, but very rarely are they in that happy position of being able to score. Richmond 5-14 now to Carlton 10-13.
Fullback, Jeff Southby, another 70-metre job. Jackson should have marked it, missed it. Chance now for Stewart, who's been a magnificent player. He left foots it downfield. Southby and Teasdale. Teasdale almost took a good one. He's caught. Here comes Pennell and Sheedy. They're very unfriendly. Waite's there to assist. A great hand pass out to Dool, and Dool's got all the time in the world. He kicks it to Armstrong, and Carlton looking very good. Armstrong, back it goes in the direction of Mackay and Walsh. Walsh almost took a good one. Walsh to Jackson. Jackson dodges beautifully. Will shoot for goal. And missed it. Well, that's normally when you see Jackson kick the ball so well when he streaks downfield. And that time was not a difficult one.
This is one of the facets of Jackson's game, Doug, that has disappeared. His ability to kick the ball straight. He was a magnificent kick at one time.
Yes, he was. He hasn't kicked anywhere near as well today as we're accustomed to seeing Jackson. Here's a man who's kicked well, Burke. Mackay's marked well too. Oh, they're taking them to pieces in the ruck duels now. Out it goes to Robert Walls. Rex Hunter or somebody will get a nasty message. And Walls has got yet another one. They're carving him to pieces. Walls downfield where it's going to be Nichols and McKellar. Nick almost took it too. He was there in the best position. Off his fingers through for one behind. And Carlton building up a most commanding lead.
Yes, and we're in the time-on period in the third quarter. And the Blues are ripping holes in Richmond's defence. It's a very jittery one at the moment. Very uncertain. Burke is one exception, and here's a magnificent kick in. Ball not clear, and Keogh scouting the pack cleverly. He's got it. He's got Walls in his sights and another player. And the mark is taken there by Ashman, who's played pretty well too. He's been a very useful player. Hasn't had that many kicks, but what he's done pretty well. He's going to line this up. It's not a bad-looking kick. It's falling a little bit short. Oh, there was a push in the back. I think McKellar will get it. He was pushed out very clearly, and McKellar will take the free. I can't understand why Richmond play him in that back pocket. He's a ruckman in my book, but still, there it is. That's the way they're going about it. Another free kick to Richmond this time. It is taken,
Morris again.
Yeah, by Morris. Morris to centre half forward. Ball comes clear. A chance for Lamb. Lamb's caught. Gets a hand pass in, but it's easily intercepted by Vin Waite. A lovely hand pass for Keogh. Carlton looking very good. Forward they go again as Walls is pushed out. Must get a free kick. He doesn't. It goes the other way and goes to Burke. Anyhow, the kick comes back to the centre of the ground. where the whistle goes, and I think this could be the square up. It goes to Jones.
I'm lost, but Jones has got it. Jones out wide looking for Walls. It's a perfect kick too. Walls got front position. Outmanoeuvres Hunt easily. Burke and Walsh will go. Great play, Burke, as he took it all on. Jesselenko comes and crawls after it. Here comes Byrne, taken on by McKellar. And it's Stewart there who's tackled. And Stewart, there's Jesselenko smiling at him there. And there's two of the great players of football who'd both appreciate each other's extraordinary skill. Stewart. Across it goes past Morris. Jackson's going to get another kick. He'll give it to Peter Jones. No, he won't. Gets his left foot to it. Down it goes. All Carlton. David Mackay. Left puts it down. McKellar. Good mark. Went like a bullet to him, that left foot kick of McKellar's. To McKellar from Walsh. McKellar out wide. It's going to be Crane and Wood. Wood recovers better this time. They've had a wonderful battle, these two. Pennell's in front of Sheedy. This will be interesting. Pennell gets there first and kicks it wide out there. Wood goes up and beautifully spoilt by Ashman. Keene's got the chance. Oh, Ashman runs through him. Nicely picked up by Keane, who took it very well. Out it goes and left-footed by Sheedy. Teasdale, good mark. Teasdale, a very good mark. Doesn't do a great deal with it, but he does find Bartlett, and Bartlett dropped it at the last moment.
Was it Morris, Doug?
It was Morris too, Ken. It was. I mustn't do an injustice to that gallant little Kevin Bartlett. Shouldn't do an injustice to Morris either, because he's been one of Richmond's very best players. Jones and Michael Green. Green front position. Players going down. Oh, Bartlett comes in with a heavy bump. And it'll be thrown in once again. Half forward flank, Richmond in attack, Green and Jones. Carlton roving well through Ashman, diving for it and then picked up by Crane once. Pennell it is. Pennell out to Walls with a great pass. Pennell's kicking is perfect, and that was a beautiful punt pass. Walls downfield. David Mackay and Jackson. Jackson marks. Well, whoever's watching Jackson will be getting a roasting tonight.
My word, he's been given a lot of latitude. Oh. He seems to have a roving commission, though, doesn't he? He's all over the shop.
He has. It's been too easy.
Coming in for kick number 19. He could put this one through. Oh, it's a wobbly-looking thing in short, and the mark taken by Richmond in the last line of defence. And it's Francis Burke, I think. Yep. Burke, who's had a pretty torrid sort of a day. There's his beautiful kick to the centre of the ground. In comes Walsh to pick it up, boots it in short. It's come here where little Ashman's got it. Ashman a hand pass, sends it out wide. Gathered in here by Carlton's Armstrong, and the mark taken by Burke. Nicely taken too. Richmond are desperate at the moment. They're making a lot of positional changes. I think Teasdale's come out to centre half forward. Clay's gone to full forward. It's not helping them any because they just can't do a thing up forward. Let's see what Byrne can do. He can put Carlton's 11th goal on the board. Here's the shot, and it looks pretty good. It's there. Carlton right on the three-quarter times zone. Score their, what, 13th goal? 13th goal. No, 11th goal it is. 11 goals. 11-15 they are now. 11-15 to Richmond 5-14, and it was all the Blues in that quarter.
With the Blues well on top, let's join the final quarter for the closing stages.
Pretty well in the apex of the diamond, sends it up to the scoring zone, punched out of danger by Richmond. Chance to clear it away now as a hand pass comes out to little Bartlett. What a battler he is. His kick is not a good one, not well directed, and easily Carlton to come in to take the mark through Austin. Austin has the ball now. Will put Carlton forward again onto their right half forward line. Walls punches the ball forward. Player who has just come onto the ground is Chandler, who gets onto it for Carlton, boots it right into the scoring zone. There, Hunt went for the ball. It's against him, though, and the free kick will go to Jesselenko, I think. He's moving away from the pack. Yes, he is, and he'll take the free kick. Jezelenko within range too. Could post Carlton's 15th goal. All eyes on Jezelenko. He's kicked 2 so far. This could be number 3. We'll wait and see. There's the kick on its way. It's close, very close. It's there. There's Alex Jezelenko, who I think has played his best game today for a number of weeks, posting yet another goal to Carlton, their 15th. 15-17 they are now to Richmond 8-18, and we're about to enter the time-on period in the final quarter, and a big section of this big crowd here, round about the 40,000 mark, starting to disperse with the game all over.
Well, Crane is off, and Pascoe's running around the ground to come on as 20th man as Chandler's on. And Pascoe's coming right round the back of the ground. I would suggest that he might be going to take Vin Waite's place, and that's just to give him a run, and that's what he's done. Out wide it goes as Richmond go into attack, and here comes Southby once again. Out to Armstrong. Armstrong down. Robert Walls can't take on all of them, but he still gets it. And boots it out wide towards the boundary line, and it bounces over the line out of bounds. Carlton have been magnificent. They've been down of recent weeks. They've lost 3 out of their last 4, and they've bounced back, knocking Richmond down. And Richmond have been a great side in the last 7 weeks. They haven't lost one. Out to Walls, who's been a great vice-captain as usual. He goes for the run. He's got 2 against him, and Kevin Bartlett takes it away from him. Bartlett then steadies and boots it back looking for Sheedy. Sheedy's at centre half back. Sydney Jackson's going to pick him up. He's picked him up, and Sheedy was too slow. The chances there for Stewart to help him out. Stewart's in trouble. Round the neck says the umpire, and the free kick goes to Ian Stewart. The triple Brownlow medalist is back to Brownlow medal form. Out wide it goes where Dick Clay comes out towards it. He's pursued by Dool. Clay's left footer goes down towards the boundary line. In they come again, Carlton, from Southby. Out to Dool. Dool a short one across to half-back flank, and it's easily picked up there by Walsh. Down to Mackay. Mackay marks. And they are playing with the opposition of Carlton. Mackay being the best mark on the ground today. Down it goes looking for the captain, Coach Nichols. Here comes Ashman. Got the chance. Left foot is beautifully smothered by Fowler. Fowler follows on. He's taken away from him. A hand pass goes back in the direction of McKellar, but it beats McKellar out of bounds. Carlton 15-17, 107 points to Richmond 8-18 as Nichols comes in. Long hand pass across, but it's taken there by McKellar. His hand pass bad to Jackson. Jackson left puts it a few yards. Bartlett's got it. Bartlett yet another kick down wide. 2 Carlton players spoil each other. Burns got it. Tackled when not in possession, I thought, but it's picked up there easily by Chandler. Across it goes towards Sproul. Sproul gets a long hand pass in the Sheedy direction. Sheedy cleverly back to Lamb. Lamb in the centre. A long one downfield where it'll be Southby once again. Almost took a screamer. Pascoe helps him out. Pascoe's got the chance. A free kick could have gone to Morris that time. Here comes Pascoe. No, the free kick did go to Richmond. And it's Kevin Morris, who's been one of Richmond's better players today. Has got the chance to shoot for goal. He's kicked one. Played a very good first half. Not far out, and the angle's not too acute. Swings away at the end, and it's 1 behind. What a bad-looking scoreboard that is. 8-19, Richmond.
Yeah, bit untidy, Doug, isn't it? But this is in the main because the Carlton defence has been so hard-hitting and so tight. You know, they've forced them into hurried kicks, and that's what's brought about their downfall in the main. But this kicking in of South has been superb all day, and there's another magnificent one comes out where Lamb is going for it here for Richmond. Gets a hand pass to Green. As you see, Green knocked the ball to Bartlett. Bartlett a hand pass to Sheedy. Sheedy not playing well today as caught. Breaks the tackle. Gets a short pass into Clay, and Clay will have a chance now to score for the Tigers. He's only about 35 metres out. Let's see if he can post their 9th goal. They're 40 points down. Carlton 15-17 to 8-19, and now it is 8-20. Bad kicking by Richmond, bad kicking indeed. one that Clay should have kicked. 68 points now to Richmond. Carlton 107 as Southby, who's had a lot of kicking in to do, sends a beautiful one towards Jones, but Sproul contests with him. Sproul wins out. Been very quiet, comes in for kick number 3 for the day, sends it to the big Roberts, and the Whale takes the mark straight in front and not very far out. See if he can post another goal. He's kicked one. This from about 12 metres out. He'll be about 20 here. There's the big ex-South Australian. Lining it up with deliberation. Comes in, shoots a goal, and it looks good. The beauty, straight through the middle. And that's goal number 2 to Roberts, and Richmond's 9th on the board as this game draws to a close. They move on to 9:20, Carlton 15-17, and the Blues really sewed it up in the third quarter when they completely outplayed Richmond. Gave them no quarter. Richmond failing lamentably up forward and beaten in the air too, for that matter. Mackay has been a dominating factor in the air. He's taken some magnificent marks. Walls too, another telling player at centre half forward for Carlton, and generally Richmond haven't had anybody to kick the ball to up forward. Yet another ball has disappeared. I think this is ball number 3 coming on for the day, so someone's having a ball somewhere or other. 15-17, 107 to Richmond 9:20, 74, and we've had about 30 minutes of play in the final quarter.
Well, I'm sure it's a Richmond supporter would steal it because he'd want to take it and burst it, I think. Here comes Ashman once again with his left foot. He boots out wide looking for Walls, who's been a magnificent centre half forward. Francis Burke pursuing him. Walls gets his kick and boots it downfield, and his left footer is too wide and out of bounds on the floor. But Richmond have broken down pathetically in key forward positions, so much so that they switched Francis Burke to centre half forward for a few moments and then needed him so desperately on the back line. Back he went to centre half back. Here's Rex Hunt with another powerful kick. Peter Jones. A wonderful flying, tumbling mark by Big Peter. Again, a fine game from Jones. Out wide it goes. In front, Jesselenko, picked up by Walsh. He'll kick it out to Keogh. Keogh's got nobody near him, turns and twists, left foots it back. It hasn't covered much distance. Rex Hunt should take it. Taken away from him, David Mackay. Wonderful speed. A left foot snap goes well out of bounds, and it will be taken by McKellar.
Doug, I think another telling factor in this game is the practical point that Carlton have been taking the big marks around the ground all day long, and this has had a tremendous influence on the game, plus the fact that they've been so much better equipped up forward.
McKellar, a kick out. In fact, the only Richmond player been taking marks, the man with it, Stewart. Out it goes wide to Michael Green. He then kicks a long one downfield. In front is Darryl Cumming.
It's irrelevant.
Is magic. It is not.
Resting ruckman. 3 by Michael Green and 2 by Roberts now that he's resting in the forward pocket. Roberts had one brief sojourn where he rested in the back pocket, and that was disaster. Nichols and Jones took over when they were resting there, and he was quickly moved away from there, which has meant McKellar has spent his usual 90-odd minutes in the back pocket. McKellar hasn't played well today. The number of times he's gone for the punch when he could have marked the ball has shown bad judgment. Southby out wide looking for Jones. In front, Keogh loses it. Kicked off the ground out by Bartlett, cleverly to Sheedy. Sheedy downfield. Roberts again. There's the silence.
And out come all the kiddies. And Roberts is going to have a little bit of trouble, I think, having this shot for goal. Look at all the kids around him. It could be important, you know, when you're thinking in terms of percentages later on, whether he kicks it or not, but I don't think he's going to get an opportunity to. And, you know, Doug, if this was a situation where it was vital that he kicked it for Richmond to win, it could upset a match, couldn't it? Literally upset it.
Yep, well, the umpire, of course.
Roberts is asking for, a clearance from the umpire and mounted police, and he's going to have a shot. And there are hundreds of kids, as you can see, around him. And look at the big Whale, just dwarfing them all as he lines it up. They're all clapping him, and as he comes in to have his shot at goal, and it's not a bad-looking kick. It's there, in fact, a magnificent one, and under a lot of pressure, and that's the third to Roberts.
So Brian the Whale Roberts' goal after the siren amongst the crowd reduced Carlton's winning margin to 26 points. These two sides would meet again in the 1973 final series. Carlton repeated the dose with a 20-point qualifying final win before the Tigers had the last laugh, upsetting the Blues by 30 points in the big one. Thanks again for your company for this edition of From the Fox Footy Vault. Join us